Never have I ever read a book by such a clueless, airheaded author. The Nightingale reads like a YA fantasy fiction. Plausibility is often sacrificed for thrills and spills. Welcome back, book burners. We're looking at top reviews of popular books you were burned by or burned through. My name is Ben. Let's dive in. Today's book is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. With an overall rating of 4.64 stars on Goodreads and 1.8 million reviews, let's jump in with the 1 star. No Name says, people keep asking me how I didn't like this book. Honestly, I want to ask them how they did like it. Never have I ever read a book by such a clueless, airheaded author. If this book wasn't so heavily inspired by Andre Dijon, I might not be so harsh on it. But it is. So yes, a woman who was a war hero, after working for the Red Cross, who set up the Comet Line with her father, went to a concentration camp, survived. For Hannah to sentimentalize her life in a way that she did, it's offensive. By focusing so heavily on Isabel's beauty, Hannah is actually robbing Dijon of her strength, courage, power, and heroism. Here's a radical feminist thought. Why can't we as women just leave beauty out of the equation entirely? Even if she was a pretty woman, why does it need to be mentioned? And on every page at that. 2 stars. Violet says, The Nightingale is a novel motored essentially by a cliche and exaggeration. Cliched writing isn't just resorting continually to stock phrases, though Hannah does this a lot. It's also straining for tension through exaggeration to the point where dramatic tension generates into melodrama. The Nightingale reads like a YA fantasy fiction. Everything is wildly exaggerated so that World War II is perceived as a kind of post-nuclear Holocaust world where this one event utterly eclipses the world we live in. The perspective of the novel is one of hindsight, as if all the characters are experiencing not the daily hardships of the war, but the totality of all of World War II's horrors. It's like her research consisted of jotting down every single horror story and deprivation and shoehorning them all into one single story. Plausibility is often sacrificed for thrills and spills. 3 stars. Emma says, Once upon a time, I called this book the mac and cheese of literature because it is cheesy and cozy and makes you feel satisfied. Years later, I am pleased to confirm that it is. What it is not is very accurate or even good. It's readable and a turn your brain off kind of vaguely inspiring book. It prompts emotions from you in the least intellectual way possible. Bottom line, it's more fun than it should be. 4 stars. I haven't read too much historical fiction because it can sometimes feel daunting, but this book was different. It was easy to follow and I connected with it quickly. The pacing was steady and the lyrical storytelling pulled me right in. This wasn't just a story about war. It was about love, sacrifice, and the unshakable strength of the human spirit. 5 stars. Lori says, With tears still running down my cheeks, I'm writing this review. I've started this review several times and I don't think I'll be able to adequately put into words the power in which the novel moved me. Truly a remarkable story that I literally beg everyone who loves historical fiction to read. I will be gushing about this novel for some time to come. So there you have it. Those are some of the top reviews on the book The Nightingale. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments and tell me which one I should cover next.